This episode is brought to you by Arc Raiders, a multiplayer extraction adventure video game set in a lethal yet vibrant future Earth. It's coming October 30th, 2025 for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. ArcRaiders.com. What's up and welcome back to the Kinda Funny Gamescast for Monday, October 27, 2025. Of course, I'm your host, Tim Geddes. I'm joined today by Blessing Adeoye Jr.
Good day, Tim.
And Greg Miller.
Hi, Tim. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm excellent. I got new toys to play with.
That is a tiny little Polaroid.
Tiny Polaroid here. You're going to take a photo. You guys say cheese? Hold on. It's
I guess we didn't say cheese. We're supposed to say cheese.
Well, I mean, it might need to charge it, I think. I think it needs a charge.
Who's this courtesy of?
Right before we went live, I got an Arc Raiders box. Arc Raiders box here from Embark Studios. Not part of the sponsorship, just that they sent the press thing. You want to read it? Welcome, Raider. The time to reclaim the surface has come. We're so excited to welcome you to the world of Arc Raiders on October 30th. This project has been a labor of love, and we can't wait for you to experience the derelict beauty of the surface and thrill of scavenging and in the adventures that come with surviving. Whether you choose to go it alone or team up with a squad, we hope you'll find a home in Speranza and carve out your own legacy as a raider. You can be dangerous out there, so every raider needs the right gear. To help prepare, we've included a selection of Rust Belt essentials. If you are brave enough to wander and seek, who knows what you might find.
They're walking around with Polaroid cameras.
And look, they got
choice.
They like old school headphones, but they're wireless. And then you got this like old school tape deck, but it's
tape deck was the word I was thinking of earlier, which is funny.
It's a tape thing.
It's like tape. Because you were asking like, is it a period piece? And I was like, it has like 90s like technology to it. Tape deck was the thing I was trying.
Very excited to play Arc Raiders. Everything we streamed, and I know we're sponsored, so take it with a grain of salt. But everything we streamed and watched in the interview we did, I was like, hold up, Division? This is the Division? I'm ready.
I'm fascinated because from what I play of Arc Raiders, I don't get Division, like as far as like the gameplay loop of it, but
sure,
maybe
the third person action of it, right? It gives Division Dark Zone, right?
Oh, sure, yeah.
You know what? And I like that, yeah. So it is like, running around teaming up with your friends there.
Never played Dark Zone, and I like Division 2 a lot.
In the Division. I wish they incentivized it more. It was a big downside of even making it because they made such a big deal about it, Tim. But then, I never did it really. I did a little bit, but not enough to where.
Did Division Heartland of the Hearts
never came out?
No?
Got canceled, I'm pretty sure.
Well, everyone, this is the Kinda Funny Gamescast. Each and every weekday, we get together to talk about the biggest reviews, previews, and topics in video games live on YouTube, Twitch, and podcast services around the globe. If you love what we do, please support us with the Kinda Funny membership. You can get that on Patreon, YouTube, Spotify, or Apple Podcasts.
These colors look good on you, Tim.
Thank
Hold on,
you.
give him the one again. Look how good he looks.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Agreed.
Make that your profile picture.
I love that. For a chance to be part of this show, submit your thoughts and opinions as YouTube Super Chats as we go. A little housekeeping for you. We are an 11-person business, all about live talk shows. Games Daily was about the end of the console wars, a headline that I'm sure we'll never use again. After this, it's Power Wash Simulator 2 stream with Nick and Joey. Joey has been preparing her entire life for this. She loves these Power Wash games. She's been playing a lot of this, and she's very excited for the stream.
I'm getting a lot of gameplay videos of this Power Wash game.
Yeah.
It makes me want to play this Power Wash.
Yep. If you're a Kinda Funny member, today's Greg Way is all about Lily Allen's new album and Peloton, but not about them connecting or whatever. About them separately. An Xbox is in there, but connected to Peloton. You'll see.
I know how to tease you. I know how to get you percolating.
Well, that's a tease,
How
right?
could you not watch that Greg Way, everybody? How could you not support me?
Thank you to our Patreon producers, Carl Jacobs, Omega Buster, and Delaney the Psalm Twining. Let's get to it. The topic of the show. One of our favorite episodes each and every month. We started off with a look forward to every single game coming out that month. So this is every game coming in November 2025. Starting off with 1000X Resist, 1000 times Resist.
1,000 times Resist.
1000 times Resist. Making its way to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S on November 4th.
What an episode for Barrett not to be here.
I know, man. He loves this game. You loved it too, right?
I did love it. Yeah. It's a fantastic video game. I actually forgot that this didn't come out to console, and so if you're somebody who's heard me, Barrett, or whoever talk about this game over the course of last year, highly recommend checking it out. It's a weird one to describe because it's doing so many unique things as an indie game, but I think the first adjective I'd use to describe it is as a narrative game, right? Like the whole point here is to tell a really interesting sci-fi post-apocalyptic story. If I say too much about it, I might spoil it a little bit, but to give like most top level description I can, right? Like essentially it's post-apocalyptic, end of the world, essentially there's been a thing that's taken out humankind, but there was like one survivor, and essentially society has been repopulated by clones of that one survivor. It gets really weird, really abstract, and has a lot to say about resistance in society and a lot of shit. But it's really cool. If you're looking for an interesting sci-fi narrative that is very different from a lot of games you've played before, highly recommend 1,000 Times Resist.
86 on Metacritic on the other platforms so far, and this is also on Game Pass, which is very cool for people. Michael Heim gave it a 9 out of 10 at IGN on PC and Switch, saying when all the pieces fall into place, 1,000 Times Resist paints a beautifully messy, often cruel, but brutally honest picture of who we are. So yeah, definitely check this out. This is highly recommended.
Never got to it. I'm such a narrative guy, and it was just never happened. So maybe this is my chance to catch it.
Well, Greg,
yeah,
maybe it's your chance for Age of Empires 4 Anniversary Edition.
It absolutely isn't, but I appreciate you for trying.
Coming out. PS5 on November 4th.
Also, did we give a shout out to Game Informer? Because this is Game Informer's list is on.
Shout out to GameInformer.com. Killing the game.
/2025.
Thank God they're back.
Yeah.
Resource. Exactly.
Spent a ton of time with Brian Shea, who I absolutely love.
Oh, dude, Brian Shea's the best.
He's just the freaking best.
We got to have him here at one time.
We got to, man. We got to figure that out, because every time I hang out with him, I'm like, you're the damn man.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's over at Game
Very
Informer.
kind dude.
Kicking ass over there. Age of Empires 4 Anniversary Edition. This seems like a Mike game, right? It's Mike obviously
Trebuchets
off today, sleeping today, because him and Raj went so hard. They beat Silent Hill F chained together. But trebuchets and all that. That's his vibe. Football Manager 26 coming to PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC on November 4th as well.
It's the return of Football Manager. If you remember, this is the one that they canceled Football Manager 25 last year because it wasn't coming together, and they're like, hey, if we release this, it's going to be a trash fire. And so they canceled it at the last second. Seemingly, Football Manager 26 might be a big jump for it. I've not been keeping up as much with like the day-to-day, like what's been going on with it really, but if you're a Football Manager fan, like this is a big deal because they missed last year, so that's exciting.
Let's Sing 2026 coming to PS5, Xbox, and Switch on November 4th. What is Let's Sing?
Karaoke game.
Yeah, Let's Sing .world.
It's, basically your Sing star that is obviously across every platform and out there ready for you to go out and rock the world. 35 new hits and 180 plus more in the VIP pass. Billie Eilish, Birds of a Feather. Noah Khan, Stick Season. Nothing's gonna bring down the house. Like I love Stick Season. I'm just gonna cry while I sing it to you. Benson Boone, Slow It Down. Nelly Furtado, Turn Off the Light. Selena Gomez, Single Soon.
It's so funny, like that. There's even a need for this these days.
Chapel Roan, Hot to Go.
There we go. I was waiting for it.
You making your avatar, your sing guitar?
Who makes this?
Who makes this?
Is it like does just Ubisoft just make this in
Voxler?
This does. I mean, I guess it's just the Just Dance.
It's literally just Dance, yeah, but singing.
All right.
Hey, I loved SingStar and I loved Rock Band Sing.
I love Karaoke Revolution.
Here we go.
I love that it's still out there and there's still apparently an audience.
I just don't get. I feel like so much features like this are just built into like Spotify and Apple Music and stuff now. But I get dedicated.
Getting points.
Get people going. Yeah. Master Lemon: The Quest for Iceland comes to PS5.
Hey, everybody, the month heats up as we go. All right, calm down.
This comes out November 4th as well. The Steam description is harness the power of language, memory, and friendship in this unforgettable narrative adventure. Join Lemon on his quest to become a master of language and save a mysterious world from a memory-erasing plague.
Interesting.
That's kind of cool. It has a semi-Zombies Ate My Neighbors art style.
But like,
yeah, it was
sorry, when you read the description, it sounds like almost like a Tunic or what was the puzzle game from like 2 years ago? I'm gonna look it up. Greg, go for it. What were you saying?
No, it's one of those. Yeah, I tossed in when I was gathering everything together of like, oh, that's an interesting idea for it. We always talk about indies and what they're out there doing and stuff. So to see this smaller game, but harness the power of language, delivering the promise of Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain.
Yeah, exactly. Pretty cool. Then we got Satisfactory, also November 4th. Big day. PS5, Xbox Series, PlayStation 4, Xbox One. Satisfactory is a first-person open-world factory building game with a dash of exploration and combat. Play alone or with friends. Explore an alien planet, create multi-story factories, and enter conveyor belt heaven.
Are you all familiar with this game?
No.
Yeah.
Mike loved it, apparently.
Yeah, this is one that Mike was all over, and it's one of those games that is like the indie that has done. There's a gajillion amount of people have played it and done it. This is celebrating this many players. Like
this is one that was in the Game of the Year conversation when it.
This is a game that people are obsessed about, or were obsessed about. Obviously, when it came to PC last year. Now to see it coming to other platforms, it's one of those breakout things of Coffee Stain Studios putting this out, really having a hit on their hands because people just loved the idea and going through, and it was all over the place when it happened.
Last year, Travis Northup at IGN gave it a 9 out of 10, saying Satisfactory is the best automation game ever made, and I seriously can't recommend it enough. Every moment of the over 130 hours it took to build messy conveyor belt disasters into delightfully efficient factories was engaging, ridiculous, and an absolute blast with friends.
I'm obsessed whenever I see gameplay of this game because, you just see conveyor belts layered on top of each other in ways that look impossible, in ways that very much overwhelm me when I see it, where I'm like, how does this all come together? But it makes me curious. It makes me want to try it out, even though I know I'm not going to.
Yeah, last year it won the Golden Joystick Award for PC Game of the Year. The Wikipedia says, within 3 months of its early access release, over 500,000 copies have been sold. By July 2020, more than 1.3 million copies had been sold, while reaching 5.5 million sales by January 2024. Based on data collected by Simon Carless in mid-2021, Satisfactory had made at least $11.5 million in revenue, surpassing the amount that Epic had assured as a minimum payout to Coffee Stain.
Wow. Chad is very high on this game. Potato Alfredo says, I have 300 hours in Satisfactory on PC.
Yeah. One of them ones.
Very, very
One
cool.
of them ones.
Then next up, moving on to November 5th, a new day. Yes, it is. Biped 2.
Well, every day is a new day. I'm thankful for every breath I take. I won't take it for granted.
Biped 2.
Where's Andy? I need Andy.
PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 4, Xbox, Switch, and PC. Biped 2 is a co-op action-adventure game with a strong focus on moment-to-moment collaboration alone or between 2 or 4 players.
Would you believe that I played Biped 1 and beat it?
No way.
Yeah, and enjoyed it. It's a fun co-op game. This is back when we did the PS Love You game of the week that we would choose from the PlayStation blog.
I believe Yami play this?
I made somebody play this. I forget who I played this with, but this is a really fun one. Again, this is like another. I don't even know if platformer is the right word. I guess 2D or not 2D. Sorry, 3D puzzle game with like platformer vibes, right? Charming art style. You're playing as cute little biped robot creatures, and you're kind of doing like the It Takes Two style thing, right? But like it's more so about solving puzzles and figuring out how to work with the other person to open up the next path. It's fun.
Cool. Dinkum.
I barely know
Greg. Coming to Switch on November 5th. Dinkum is a survival life simulation game set on an island inspired by the rugged Australian outback. Farm, hunt, mine, fish, and forage to gather resources, expand your town, and discover what makes Dinkum so special, either solo or with friends.
This is one that popped in that Switch 2 trailer direct when they were putting all this stuff together, and I was like, oh, this kind of looks cool. And that's when Joey came in Slack, I believe, and was like, I played the shit out of this in PC Early Access or whatever it was, and had nothing but nice things to say about it. Cool art style.
Yeah, it's a Joey game. Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment coming to Switch 2 on November 6th. I did a mini preview of this a couple weeks ago. Warriors games have never been my bag, but I'm into the idea of Musos, right? And this being the, third iteration in the Zelda Warriors,
Sounds
I'm pretty sure, right?
Yeah.
Because there was the one back in the day that was more just like Legend of Zelda overall, and then Age of Calamity was like Breath of the Wild focus, this more Tears of the Kingdom focus. But I really enjoyed what I played, and it being canon to the story so far, at least we'll see if they switch that up. I think is rad. It really felt like playing a more action focused, combat focused Tears of the Kingdom. Like all the sound effects are the same, like the world's the same, and from the little I got to play, it was Zelda's first time going down into the depths, and like that as a premise, I'm like, this is cool.
Will this be enough to push you to play it? You love obviously everybody does the last two Zeldas. Is this? Do you want that story? Do you need to see that part?
This is one that I want to wait for reviews, and if people are like, y'all, this is the one, then I do think that I'm going to give it a much bigger shake. Like I want to try it, but like I'm not clamoring to like be the one reviewing it for us. You know what I mean? But I am interested in it. I hope it does well. I do think that there's a lot going into this one. Like there's split screen multiplayer, which like seems like a disastrous choice for this in terms of like performance, because these games, there's a lot going on, right? But maybe with the power of the Switch 2, they'll be able to handle it. So definitely have my eyes on this, but I'm not like Oh yeah,
can't wait. Gotta see it. Gotta go.
Amazing.
Yeah.
But
what's the
fun,
vibe in the general Nintendo community? Is it the similar thing where this is cool, but it's not a real Zelda game, so I don't need to be all about it?
Yeah, I think it's that, but also the last couple of these, like people did really like.
Yeah.
And most of the problems with them were, there's the hardcore lore people that take the shit so seriously, so it's like they might have not liked this or that, but it really comes down to the performance, I think, right? So if they can nail the performance and if the lore side of it like actually lives up and they commit to its canon to the world, like I think they got something, because the gameplay that I got to experience was really cool, where there was 3 playable characters and you could switch between them on the fly. But there was a section where you like get into an area in the depths and you're fighting this like horde of enemies, but then to open a door you need to go to 3 separate like hallways, essentially like 3 separate ends of these caverns, and you can switch between the different characters and send the AI towards the other like things, so that you can then, when you're done in the fight, switch over and they're already where they need to be. And it just felt very like alive in a way that I was interested in. But yeah, I wonder with how many playable characters they have, like how much it's going to stick. But I do think this has the potential to be the most successful, both sales-wise and critically, and just from the community perspective, of any of the Hyrule Warriors thus far. Because, again, I think performance is the biggest issue, and also just there's, I think, a better kind of like jump-on point for this, for like to get people that are like, hey, I know you haven't played the other ones, but like, it's Tears of the Kingdom. Like, you know what I mean? So, are you interested in this at all, Bless?
I mean, I'm in the exact same place that you are, where I'm surprised that I don't like these games more. I feel like when I see a Dynasty Warriors or I see any of these Musou games, the action game player in me looks at it and goes, oh man, that seems really fun, but anytime I try it, it feels kind of mindless in a way that I've not been able to, I guess, crystallize into something that feels like a fun gameplay loop for me yet. But if, like you said, if people are saying that this is the one, if it gets good reviews or whatever, then I'd be super down to check it out.
Yeah. Pools on iOS comes out November 6th. Walking simulator, explore.
Have you heard of this?
No, but
listen.
This is another one. Apparently, it's been out for a bit on, I think, or it's been Jesse. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Tim. Read your.
Uncanny, relaxing, unnerving, eerie, immersive. No monsters chasing you or jumping towards your screen, but can feel oppressive at times by invoking fear of getting lost in the dark, tight spaces and liminal space architecture inspired by back rooms. Terrifying. Just the concept of looking at this is scary.
Another one that there's a lot of scuttlebutt about of people who have enjoyed what they've played already. And so the fact it's coming to iOS is great. Later on in the month, it'll come up again in like more platforms. But one of those I hadn't heard about until I looked into it. I was like, oh, there's an audience that likes being in these scary, I'm lost in a pool.
Yeah. Siberia Remastered, coming to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC on November 6th. Rediscover the clockpunk universe of Benoit Sokal in this fully remastered version of the first Siberia game.
There you go. Yeah. We all loved the first Siberian game.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Classic.
The Last Caretaker coming to early access on PC November 6th. Save humanity, sail across a vast ocean world in this first-person survival crafting adventure. Craft, explore, and battle rogue machines. An atmospheric open-world adventure where every discovery and upgrade brings you closer to humanity's rebirth. This is Jack Patillo's game.
Yeah, he went over there and started
the show.
Doing stuff with them, yeah. He came through, showed it at the Mix, right, when we did our live streams there. Creepy.
Yeah. Did you play this one?
I didn't do the demo for this guy. But it's interesting because based on the key art, I thought it was going to be very chill. And then you watch these trailers, you're like, this does not look chill. This looks like somewhere between Prey and Half-Life and a bunch of weird-ass first-person, I got to go fight monsters and slugs and stuff, which I'm not against.
Yeah. I mean, when you describe it like that, right, like that does so much for me. And I look at the gameplay and aesthetically it does so much for me. But Tim read a bunch of keywords that I was like, oh man, crafting, survival, these things where I feel like we see a lot of the time and feel like they're for like a specific type of audience that I don't know if I'm part of, but I will say I like looking at this game. I like the art style. I like the visual direction of it. I think it seems really cool.
This is something I think you guys are talking about. Well, if reviews were good, it's a similar thing here of how much is this survival, how much is this crafting, and how much is it me running around shooting little alien weirdos. The shooting alien weirdos I'd be about.
Oh, yeah.
Creepy story of trying to save humanity as a robot. Sure, cool.
Greg, if you were into this, that'd be a really big deal. But if I wanted something small, where would I look?
You look at our next game coming out on November 6th, Tiny Lands 2.
Yeah.
Which you wasted the transition on. I didn't even give you a description or a video. I was just like, Tiny Lands, we're going to go through some of these games quickly.
Tiny Lands 2 coming to Switch and PC. Awesome. Let's get to the more important one. Unbeatable. PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC, November 6th. Unbeatable is a rhythm adventure where music is illegal and you do crimes. Follow the story of Beat and her band on the run in a narrative experience full of big emotions, powered by arcade flawless rhythm gameplay. Oh, talk about style. Talk about what a cool game, man. I love the look of this. Love the music in this. Everything I've played from the demo, I've been obsessed
So you've
with.
actually played it. I remember when it got announced, we all popped for it. And then, where music is illegal and you do crimes is such an awesome tagline. But then I feel like I haven't heard anybody actually talk about it.
Yeah. The demo came out a long time ago, and there's been multiple demos. The most recent one, though, I feel like is very representative of what the game actually is. The first couple were like, it's been years since this game was announced. Like this is one of them ones, one of those indie games that you
been gestating.
Exactly, and for it to finally be here is very, very exciting.
I'm excited for this one. The one thing though that might work against its favor is that I don't want to get too far ahead, but 5 days later there's another rhythm game that's coming out that is going to that's become my number one on my most anticipated games list.
Interesting. I don't even know what you're talking about.
Lumines Rise.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's got taste.
So that might be something that gets in the way of this one is 2 rhythm games, but I'm looking forward to this one. I think the art style here looks really cool. It looks like a really fun premise, and it looks like it's going to be a fun time.
For it being a rhythm game, and you're going, is it like
Hi-Fi Rush?
Yes, thank you. Where I need to be attacking on the beat, or is it like Guitar Hero? Where I'm
it's
hitting...
a bit more Guitar Hero, I would say, but then there is like moving around and there's a narrative to it as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, yes, you are hitting buttons to the beat, but it's less like combat focused.
Okay,
like,
great. Because it looks interesting, and I love everything I'm hearing about it, but then the rhythm thing throws me because I'm...
But yeah, the music so far is very, very, very
okay, great.
Anima Gate of Memories 1 and 2 remaster coming to PS5, Xbox Series, and PC on November 7th. Thrasher coming to PC on November 7th. It's an award-winning arcade odyssey and audio-visual experience. Guide a magnificent space eel, elegantly swooping and thrashing it through mesmerizing alien worlds in the ultimate race for survival. Dive into the circle-based combo system and play anywhere you like on PC, VR, and Steam. This is from the Thumper people. Looks freaking sick.
Yeah. There's been I've heard enough about this one too of people being stoked about it and I think playing demos.
This is what I was looking into because Steam added the new calendar feature that tells you games that might be of your interest that are coming up soon. And I saw Thrasher was coming out. I was like, oh shit! Like I love Thumper. What's going on with Thrasher? And I looked into it. So Thrasher originally came out, I believe, last year for the specific headsets. I think maybe MetaQuest specifically.
Gotcha.
And I was looking at the Metacritic, although now that I'm looking at it again, this only has 6 reviews. But on Metacritic, it is sitting at a 72, which had me a bit worried.
Sure.
But only seeing that it's only 6 reviews, I might take back that worry a little bit because that means that one person probably reviewed it badly.
While we're talking about it, though, every shout out to that Steam personal calendar. If you aren't using that, you got to get on that. That thing's awesome.
Yeah.
Turns you on to so many different games. Me and Bus have been just going back and forth on Slack talking about how cool we think this thing is. Off your recommendations, off your wish list, you might like this. I went and grabbed that Radio Light game. Was that what it was called? Radio Light. Nailed it. A horror game, scary game or whatever, and I'm really enjoying it. I would not have even known about it if it wasn't for this. And I should say that I had press releases about it, but so many press releases, they're not tailored to be, hey, Greg, this is a Greg-ass game. Whereas this is like, hey, here's our horror game that's inspired by Firewatch. It's like, yes, let's go.
Void Train coming to Xbox Series and PC on November 7th. Ambrosia Sky coming to PC on November 10th. The description is, you left, now they're dead. Ambrosia Sky Act 1 is an immersive sim about exploring an asteroid colony devastated by a mysterious contamination, survive and harvest strains of aggressive alien fungi, explore treacherous environments, and find meaning and beauty in so much death.
Cool. Looks cool.
I've heard this name Ambrosia Sky like a million times in the last month, which might be a combination of emails and people talking about it on social, but it seems like there's a lot of anticipation for this. So
yeah, interesting visual style where it's like, kind of like modern first person, but it has a slight cell shading, but it looks like it's cell shading on top of like a PS1 art style. You know what I mean? There's a lot going on, but it's like it is
There's something
a unique
about
look.
As stiff as the gun looks.
Yeah.
That doesn't look stiff because it's bad. It looks stiff because it's an artistic choice. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it gives me Jesus, Killer 7? No. What am I thinking of? There was a game where David Duchovny was the voice in that it was just a number, and it was a PS2 game, and then they redid
13.
it 13, and there was a huge problem when they redid it, but it gives me that kind of vibe of it.
Then we got Fallout 4 Anniversary Edition coming to PS5, Xbox Series, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, PC. This is November 10th. Greg, do you know what's up with this?
Yeah, this was a Fallout Day announcement last week. Arguably their biggest, in quotes, I guess. I mean, you could say the Fallout 76 Goggins DLC date, but we already knew about that. This is, they're bringing Fallout 4 Anniversary Edition out with all the DLCs packed into one. There's a bunch of other, I think, little things in there they tossed in, but not that noteworthy, honestly, just if you've skipped it and you haven't played Fallout yet. It's out there ready to go. Similar to them doing this fucking weird-ass New Vegas Anniversary Edition. It's like, not remastered. Just buy the game, get some shit.
Just buy the game.
No, I'm good, thanks.
Into the Grid, coming to Early Access PC November 10th. Become a master hacker in the cyberpunk roguelike deck builder.
Come on.
I'm saying these are all blessing words.
Yeah.
This is why I put this one in there.
Explore the dangers of cyberspace and fight evil corporations. Build and upgrade a deck of powerful programs, unlock perks and skills, and unleash digital hell on your enemies. Dive into the Grid.
So I was going to get ready to hate on it a little bit, because as much as these are blessing words, there's also a million of these types of games.
Yeah.
And so like you say roguelike deck builder, I'm kind of like, all right, another one of these. That said, Kevin pulled up the gameplay footage, and there's like what the fuck is this video game?
Two O's on
What
this
the
one.
fuck? Okay, so firstly, when you got into the card combat system that Kevin was showing, it was like a first person. You actually have like 3D models coming at you and battling you, right? Which is a really interesting take on how to visualize this and show this off. Then you get into another style of gameplay that is like top-down isometric style. I'm trying to think of another game to compare it to, because I know there are ones, but this game has a lot going on that seems really cool. What the fuck? Yeah, this is almost like a hacking style top-down. You're looking at a like towers of a city type thing. This is cool.
Could be cool.
Could be cool, everyone.
Cool.
Surviving Mars relaunched comes to PS5, Xbox Series, and PC on November 10th. Goodnight Universe coming to PS5, Xbox Series, Switch 2, Switch, and PC November 11th. You are Isaac, a 6-month-old baby developing mysterious psychic powers. What you want most is to be loved and accepted by your family, but a secretive tech corporation wants you for their own. This is the follow-up to Before Your Eyes, Greg. Tell me all about it.
Can't fucking wait. Of course, Before Your Eyes, you've heard me talk about a bunch of times. When it came to PlayStation VR 2, VR 2, maybe VR 1? I finally jumped in. It's the one that made me cry inside the headset as you went through this life. This is similar game, right? VR 2 and Before Your Eyes on PC was you controlled by blinking. This is a similar thing where it's watching you with the camera and you're controlling it that way. You can use buttons and controllers or whatever, but they're doing something wacky here as you are this baby as you go through his life and figure it out. I know very little about it. I have been waiting for the release to actually get in there and go for it, so very, very excited about it.
Very exciting for you. Luminous Arise, Greg. God, this is about to be a back-to-back, or that's the same day, November 11th.
What a Greg day!
A mind-blowing, fiendishly addictive reinvention of the puzzle classic Luminous from the creators of Tetris Effect Connected, where sound pulses through your body, mind, and every block you place, triggering dazzling visuals synced to the driving beat of an infectious, eclectic soundtrack.
I cannot fucking believe we got this. When we were watching this direct PlayStation Showcase, whatever it was, where it popped originally, I remember I don't even let myself dream that we'll get another Luminous, especially after the success of Tetris Effect. I was like, well, now you're going to go make that again. You're going to keep making those. So the fact that they let Enhance come out and make another Luminous makes me so fucking happy. I love Tetris. Luminous is my favorite puzzle game. I've loved it since the PSP. I've loved it in every iteration we've gotten since then. To get one in this, hey, it's the Tetris Effect style. It's going to be in VR. It doesn't need to be. It's immersive. It's this. I cannot fucking wait. This is one where I check my inbox every day to see, like, are we getting codes? You sending codes? When are we getting codes for this? Because I just love this puzzle game so much. I think it's more, hey, Greg, why do you like it more than Tetris? I think it's more dynamic. I think it's, Tetris is, hey, let's go through, clear the line, right? And so you get basically, this is how I want to build my Tetraminos to make Tetris go and what I want to pass it on. And you kind of have that you go out and you execute that plan every time. Luminous is, of course, similar to that, clear the board with all these, but the way you can spin them, the way you can stack them, I've done the demos, their new power move, right, where it like freezes the screen and you can get really crazy combos, really crazy scores. I think there's that part of it where Tetris was never a high score game for me. It was a last as long as you can game, whereas Luminous has been last as long as you can, sure, but there's endless modes and a million other things to do. do. And it is then this puzzle of, all right, let's go through, clear it out, get the highest score, get the biggest combo, go ahead and do that. I remember on Lumines Electronic Symphony on Vita chasing people in high scores on the boards. Me and Dale North traded the leader role back and forth. Like, so much fun there, let alone Lumines usually really good about, like, here's another mode where let's get into it of, like, they won't go away, so you have to use the squares to make images. We'll show you the image, and you have to try to make that. Like, there's more. Cool. There's a lot going on under the hood to Lumines, let alone always a banging soundtrack.
Yeah, for me, the exciting thing about this is Enhanced Studios post Tetris Effect.
Yeah.
And what Tetris Effect brought to Tetris was fucking magnificent, right? The visuals, the music, the audio-visual experience, to bring it all together and make that feel like something special. Playing the demo for Lumines Arise, for me, it was less so about, like, Lumines as a puzzle game, even though that was fun to play Lumines. It was like, oh shit, y'all have stepped up even in the audio-visual regard, right? Like, I am feeling like I am at a rave during some of these moments. And like Kevin was bringing up the gameplay, I looked away from the TV because I don't even want to be spoiled on, like, some of what they're bringing visually to the experience, because that's how much that they're able to make that into a thing. And so I'm super looking forward to this. I'm going to dust off my PSVR 2 when I play this game.
That's crazy.
So, super excited. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you not going to do that?
I wasn't planning on it. No, I see this, like, again, for my lineage with this, it's so much of, like, I see me on like, you want to talk about, like, flashback 20 years, it's going to be me sitting there with the ROG Ally on the couch doing it, right? The same way you can switch back to see me with my PSP sitting there after college, after work at the Tribune, coming home and doing this stuff. I imagine it's like the VR is cool, it always has been, but, like, I don't need it. I don't know, I'll experience it, but it's not like I'm not going to dig it out and do that and go in the basement.
Yeah. For me, it was the thing of playing the demo, and I was playing it on stream.
Yeah.
And I went nonverbal for a good 20 minutes of me playing the game focus. And being like, I'm sorry, chat, I'm not talking to you. I'm just like,
this isn't about you anymore,
I'm having an experience right now. So to put myself all the way into it, no distractions, in VR, getting that full thing, that's what I want.
Incredibly cool. So happy it's happening. We got NASCAR 25 on November 11th.
Tim, you're stoked about this one.
Oh, yeah, dude. Love going left. Possessors, a game I'm actually incredibly stoked about. PS5 and PC, November 11th. Possessors is a fast-paced action side-scroller with combat inspired by platform fighters. A story told through dangerous characters set in deep, interconnected world, ready for exploration. Look at this game. Yeah. Look at it.
Yeah, dude. Art style's incredible.
It's so damn cool. And yeah, it's like a Metroidvania, but it plays like Smash Brothers. This is what Subspace Emissary could have been. Bless.
I mean, I'm fine with what it was.
But yeah, very, very hyped on this. It looks incredible. Andy did the demo, and the moment he got home or got to the studio, he was like, Tim, like, this is your game.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
We have Rue Valley coming to PS5, Xbox Series, Switch, and PC on November 11th. It's a narrative RPG about a man trapped in a time loop surrounded by a colorful cast with complex emotional stories, each hiding unexpected secrets. Dealing with mental challenges, the main character must rise from the depths, delving into the anomaly to uncover its enigmatic origins. Madeline Stanley brought this to Kind of Funny's attention last week.
Yeah, you know Madeline Stanley, of course, from the Up and Comer program, from the community, and of course, more recently, came through and reviewed Silent Hill 2 for us. I had said, hey, Madeline, always hit me up if you want to review something. And she's like, hey, y'all aren't talking about this. I want to come review it for you. And I said, that sounds awesome. So we're going to have her come through, hopefully get a review out for this one.
This is straight up Disco Elysium, by the way.
Yeah, no, I know. Yeah, totally. That's why I called it out. Yeah.
It's Disco Elysium with a comic book art style, which is a genius concept.
Disco Elysium for me never clicked. This one looking like a guy in therapy, I'm like, oh, that's I requested a code as well, where I'm like, that seems more up my alley than the, noir detective style.
Yeah, this looks great.
Yeah.
Sacred 2 Remaster coming everywhere on November 11th. Then Deep Rock Galactic Survivor coming to iOS and Android November 12th. It's a single-player survivor-like auto shooter. Take on hordes of lethal aliens, mine riches, and unlock powerful upgrades to survive as you wield the full arsenal of Deep Rock Galactic. It's one dwarf against all of Planet Hawk's.
Dude, Vampire Survivor, if we ever do an episode of the most influential games of the last 5 years, Vampire Survivor might be in the top 5 now. Like, after just this year, between the Dynasty Warriors game that came out, that was a Vampire Survivors, there's Mega Bonk or whatever it's called. I feel like we're getting more and more and more of these, and I wonder if that's because they're easy to make, or if there is like these are selling, or just a combination of both. But good on you, Vampire Survivors.
Yeah, 100%. I think for, Survivor here. This is another one that it's coming to iOS, right? It's been out on PC. September 17th, 2025 is the release date on Steam. But it is also serving that audience. Like, you know, what is it? Blood and Ore.
Oh.
There's a whole like, this is like the thing they say in Deep Rock. And if you run into a Deep Rock person and you say, they would say it to you if there's any in the chat of what it is. I don't remember if it's Blood and Ore. Rock and Stone. There it is. Thank you. You know what I mean? So like them serving that audience and being like, hey, we have this franchise that people really fucking love and like being a part of it. Let's make a smaller game. Let's do this. And then now get it to iOS. Smart.
Hell yeah. Winter Burrow coming to Xbox Series, Xbox One, Switch, and PC on November 12th.
What a week for games. Because again, we've been kind of like not joking around about it, but it's been like, okay, this is something interesting. Like everything's been November 11th. It's still November 12th here.
Yeah. Cozy woodland survival game about a mouse returning home to restore their childhood burrow. Explore, gather resources, craft, knit warm sweaters, bake pies, and meet the locals.
This is one everybody says is a great game. I don't fully buy it. I'm going to try, but as somebody who's usually not the biggest survival part of it, I don't know, but the art style is stunning. It does look like a children's book come to life, which I do love. I will be kicking the tires on it eventually, but I'll probably be also obsessed with Lumines at this point.
Anno 117 Pax Romana coming PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, and PC on November 13th.
Did you know that all the Anno titles, when you add up the digits, they always equal 9?
Wow.
Yeah. Anno 1800.
Dang.
Look up any of them.
Wow. Look up any of them.
Test me.
That's a fucking dare, everybody. Atelier Ryza 2, Lost Legends, and the Secret Fairy Deluxe.
It's coming.
It's coming, as is Atelier Ryza 3, Alchemist of the End of the Secret and the Secret Key Deluxe, and then Atelier Ryza Ever Darkness and the Secret Hideout Deluxe. All of them coming everywhere, November 13th.
Gotta get them.
Gotta
catch them all.
Must buys. Gigasword coming everywhere on November 13th. Inazuma 11 Victory Road coming to PS5 and Xbox Series everywhere, November 13th.
Soccer game.
Ren Sport, PS5, Xbox, and PC, November 13th. Siberia Big Day, November 13th.
Another Siberia remastered.
On Quest 3 this
Quest
time,
3, yeah.
November 13th. Yakuza Kiwami Switch 2 and Yakuza Kiwami 2 Switch 2, both on November 13th. Call of Duty Black Ops 7 coming everywhere on November 14th, except for Switch, which I was like, wasn't part of the whole thing that it had to come to Switch.
It'll get there eventually.
But
Who are you, the fucking law? I don't have to be worried
we're
about
not going to put it on Switch tomorrow. You know
but the letter of the law, wasn't it the law that said that they had to? Like, wasn't this like the whole legal battle thing?
But like, you can't
as long as it gets done eventually.
They only finalized the thing like what, a year ago, 2 years ago? They can't make a Call of Duty for Switch 2 in a year.
Yeah,
you want them to make a Call of Duty for Switch 2 in a year?
I mean, I don't want any of this. I'm just saying I thought that they had to.
I would want any of this.
I would think, if I had to guess, right? Because they said they committed to 10 years worth of Call of Duty for Switch 2. So I imagine it's probably before 2040 or something.
Yeah.
That, like, we have to have 10 Call of Duties hit that.
Interesting.
All right, Bless, are you going to play this Call of Duty?
I mean, I'm going to play multiplayer because Black Ops, I'm always there for the multiplayer. I mean, Mike tried to really sell me on playing the single player campaign, and I'm somebody who's like, for the longest time, I've been, anti is the wrong word, but Call of Duty single player campaigns have never been my thing. I heard such good things about the one last year that if Mike and Andy come around and they're like, yo, this one's even just as good or even better, I'll try my best to give it a shot. But regardless, I'll play the multiplayer here.
I made it halfway through the campaign last year, and then I just got distracted by other stuff, but it's so good.
Yeah?
So good. Yeah. I mean, yeah, we'll see about this one, but Dragon Ball Sparking Zero coming to Switch 2 and Switch on November 14th.
Bless, you loved that?
I love that.
Monster Hunter Stories and Stories 2 Wings of Ruin coming to Xbox One on November 14th. Cool. Where Winds Meet coming to PlayStation 5 and PC on November 14th. An epic Wuxia open world action adventure RPG set in ancient China at the 10th century. Players will assume the role of a young sword master as they embark on a journey to uncover the mysteries of their own identity. Let the wind carry your legend on an epic journey. This is a free NetEase game.
Bless.
It's free?
Give it to me on Steam. It is when I popped it in.
Really?
Am I wrong on that one?
I mean, I'm surprised. So this Where Winds Meet is one I remember seeing during a Summer Game Fest. It might have been an Xbox showcase or something like that. It looked to me like a Bless and Andy joint as far as being like an open world action.
It is a free to play game.
Really?
Wuxia.
Yeah, Wuxia. I watched a trailer for this one the other day, and it seems like it's a everything game a little bit, where it's like you can do whatever. You can play mahjong. You can go and hang out in the city. You
Kevin,
can
I'm
go
gonna
out
toss
and
into
do all these different things.
On Control, this is IGN's. It says it's 10 minutes of footage. I don't know what the game looks like when we're playing.
I mean, it looks almost like a AAA 3D or third-person action game.
Which but is it an action RPG? Because I look at them like it kind of looks like an Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
And so is it that, or is it going to be some kind of like fucking Soulsy thing? Or
I don't think it's Soulsy. I think it's more like somebody in the chat mentions Crimson Desert. I get that vibe of like the game is trying to just do a lot of things while looking like a third person action RPG like a Witcher or something or Assassin's Creed. You saying it's free to play throws me the fuck off because now I'm like, what is this?
NetEase, man, right? Like there's going to be the gotcha stuff in there of what to go buy and outfits and this, that, and the other.
This is one I've also been surprised to. I feel like I haven't heard as much conversation.
That's why it caught me off guard when I saw it. I was like, what?
Yeah. Because when it was revealed, it seemed like a big deal.
Okay.
So now I'm like, maybe it is in the conversation of like a Genshin or a, I forget that dress up game, but like a game that's essentially free to play because they're going to sell you on
cosmetics,
characters, all that type of shit.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm intrigued by this.
I mean, I guess it must be like a Genshin then.
Look, now you're sumo wrestling. Tim, you always want to sumo wrestle me.
Mm-hmm. Especially as a tiger.
Infinity Nikki, thank you, chat.
Escape from Tarkov's coming November 15th to PC. The original extraction FPS, where every raid is a gamble with death. Prep your raid, bleed, endure, and fight through ruthless PMC players and scavs. Gain tactical advantage and cling to your loot. Only extraction decides if you win or lose it all. Is this the non-early access?
This is 1.0. They're moving to 1.0 finally on it. Yeah,
they've escaped.
They have escaped from from early access.
That's really wild. Because I feel like we've been hearing about the game forever.
Oh yeah,
crazy. Of course, like it is like they're saying their thing. The original extraction shooter and Arc Raiders again has so much juice coming in right now at the end of this month that here it is, the one that like so many people compare it to is ready to bring it out.
That's halfway through November. We're gonna get through the second half right after a quick word from our sponsor. This episode is brought to you by Arc Raiders, a multiplayer extraction adventure game where most of humanity shelters underground, but raiders rise to the surface in search of something greater. In the Rust Belt, danger isn't the end of the story, it's the beginning of the adventure. Every journey above ground is a gamble against the relentless machines of Arc and rival raiders chasing the same dream. Explore a lethal yet vibrant world scarred by old conflicts and reclaimed by nature, where shifting conditions makes every high-stakes run unpredictable. Adventure isn't a choice, it's the price of thriving. You've seen the boys playing Arc Raiders, and they're absolutely loving it on all those streams. You can join them too. Arc Raiders. Pre-order now on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, S, and PC. November 17th, we have Forestrike coming to Switch and PC.
So close to Foreskin.
So close. It's a martial arts roguelite where every death brings you closer to winning the fight before it begins.
Have you seen this?
No.
I played the demo.
Okay, did you like it?
I thought it was cool. So it was Day of the Devs during GDC. We were there during the media hour. Tam played it. Tam came to me and was like, yo, you got to check out Forestrike. I played it. I thought it was cool. I thought it was fine, but it wasn't like mind blowing, but it seemed like other people fucked with it more than I did.
It was definitely that thing when I was putting this list together. I was like, all right, whatever. And then I watched the demo and listened to them explain what's going on. I was like, oh, this actually kind of sounds awesome.
Yeah, it is interesting.
So the idea, like there's a VO to this talking about of what's going, or one of them, I don't know if it's this one, of like, you never fail, right? It's about like you're doing it and learning what to do, and then you kind of like your guy goes out and does it or whatever. So you're like setting up these fights that you're going through and how you do it. The enemies never change what they do, so that leads you to be able to go in, fail, plan the attack, and know that okay, well this guy's gonna come in and he's gonna throw that, so I know that when he does that, you know, blah 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 blah. It seems interesting in a way that like that, like Sifu never did it for me, but this doesn't seem like a Sifu, right? Like I'm interested in this.
God. I want a Sifu too, bless.
I was thinking about Sifu because we're doing the 10 games to get to know you kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I posted that like I made like 4 different versions of this list, all with different games. One of them has Sifu because I'm like, man, like if you want to ask what kind of game do I like, I'll just show you Sifu.
Indica coming to Switch on November 17th. Is this the Nun game?
Yeah, that's that horror game that made waves last year, right?
Yeah, Raj liked it.
Raj dug it a lot.
Solo Leveling Arise Overdrive coming to PC on November 17th.
Never heard of it.
Solo Leveling, the webtoon with 14.3 billion views worldwide, is now an action RPG. Help a hero grow from his humble E-rank beginnings. Then the Berlin Apartment coming to PS5, Xbox Series X,
Let's
and S,
fucking
and
go.
PC.
Greg, nerdy ass, dumb bullshit. Read the description. See why.
One apartment, many stories. Witness turning points in the lives of the inhabitants of an apartment in Berlin over the course of a whole century.
Jesus.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's fucking. I'm making soup. I'm watering plants. I'm fucking. It's 100 years ago. Let's do it. I'm excited. I can't fucking wait.
God bless you, Greg. Marvel's Deadpool VR coming to Quest 3 November 18th. I'm a little surprised it's so soon. I guess that makes sense, but
we got to get in before the Game of the Year race, you know?
Yeah, you got it. I mean, you joke around about that, but I mean, sure, like
best VR
let's
game.
talk about what's going to be in the running for best VR.
That's true.
We're not the company in the group to tell you what would be in the running, but this would definitely
the company or the group.
Upload VR still kicking, right? Like they're definitely not. This is a title that will stand out in that pool of like what's going on.
Cool.
You like that? Yeah, I cannot even feign excitement. Like, you know what I mean? Like I did the demo for it right before they announced it, and then and it's like, yeah, it's Deadpool VR. It's another VR game. I'm running around shooting stuff and doing stuff. I didn't like Neil Patrick Harris's performance as a Deadpool, but if you're a huge Deadpool fan, it's there for you. And I'm not saying the quality won't be good. It's just it's one of those, you look at this trailer and it's like, look at all these Marvel guys you don't know, and I'm like, I'm good.
I don't think we should be here this far into VR where it feels. I look at this and I'm like, this looks like a roller coaster ride, like an experience as opposed to a video game.
That's VR, and I know I'm gonna piss off the VR enthusiasts that are still around, but again, like I don't think there's so few examples of it moving beyond just being an arcade experience.
I think for me, it's more so the thing where I think VR still has and had so much potential to do really great things, because there's so many games that are VR games that are fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
I just don't think there's the support from people actually wanting to make VR games that are going to actually sell on the platform to get us to the place where we're getting more of the Beat Sabers of the world, or like more of the Walking Dead, Saints and Sinners, or somebody in chat mentioned Demio D&D, and I don't know if you ever checked out Demio, but that was like the tabletop thing.
I remember that.
And that was fucking cool. And they've been making updates and doing stuff that are like, oh shit, okay, this feels like it's taking steps forward. I just don't think there's enough people making those that are gonna like that makes the whole ecosystem of VR worthwhile.
Sure.
Morsels coming everywhere November 18th.
The way you said it,
Morsels.
Fast-paced creature collecting roguelite with a rotating roster of characters to switch between at will. Overcome a clique of killer cats as you fight your way out of the sewers in this unique action-packed journey.
Oh. I fuck with this.
Yeah,
I fuck with this. I mean, a creature collecting roguelike already, like, you just gotta find the right keywords to put next to roguelike, and you got me. A creature collecting one, I'm like, I don't feel like I've played many creature collecting roguelikes. And I look at this art style, and it's adorable, right? It's like,
I hate this art style.
Really?
Yeah, it's just a personal preference. It's so off-putting to me. Like, it looks like it's trying to do that like gross Ren and Stimpy bullshit.
See, it reminds me of Nidhogg 2.
1,000%.
Who made this? That's
this,
because we've talked about
just showed him. It just showed the name. But
Morsel Company. No, I'm just kidding.
Because I forget where, but I think we talked about this on
Morsels is being made by Furcula. How could we forget? What a name.
And it looks like this is their first release that I'm seeing on Steam, at least. Yeah, for those who are audio listeners, you're looking at like the perspective is top down, think like a Zelda type thing, pixel art, but it's very glowy. And yeah, the character models remind me of something out of Nidhogg 2, where they kind of look gross and bumpy and disgusting a little bit. Wait,
there's a lot of different styles in this. What's going on? Wait,
this looks fucking awesome to me.
Huh. Interesting. Morsels, November 18th.
This looks fucking sick. I'm wishlisting.
News Tower, coming to PC, also on November 18th. Develop your newspaper and become New York's new media mogul. In this tycoon, build and manage your newspaper from printer to toilet. Create your editorial line. Is that like an indictment on?
No, you're building. Like, look, you're building the actual space too.
Create your editorial line and lead your journalists through unique 1930s stories and dig out the latest scoops.
I can't fucking wait.
Yeah? Yeah, this seems like some Greg stuff. My
concern, of course, is that it doesn't look handheld PC friendly. And it looks really nerdy, like in terms of the simulation-y, like buildy part. And I'm wondering if it's going to be too far that way that I can't get into more of just making news articles and whatever. But I don't know. It's got a really cool thing. Even if you were to watch this with sound up, it's very much that like, see, it's the 1930s and we're doing this thing. You know, I like that style. I like that idea. I of course, like newspapers. So I'm excited to fuck around with it.
SpongeBob SquarePants, Titans of the Tide. coming everywhere on November 18th.
I'm so happy we're in a place where we're still getting
so many SpongeBob games.
Yeah,
they must be selling like just enough. You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure,
just
keep enough.
Going.
Yeah, especially for Nickelodeon games, because I've been talking about this for a while. Nickelodeon, I don't know who they have in charge of their partnerships division for video games, but like it is hit or miss, and a lot more miss than hit. And so like between the SpongeBob games and maybe like the Nickelodeon All Stars games, everything else is kind of trash. And so like for a SpongeBob is a win here. Like these SpongeBob games seem to be wins.
Yeah. Squirrel with a Gun coming to Switch 2, November 18th.
The one you've been waiting for.
Yep. And it's already been out, right? This is
it's been out a while. Yeah. I did a preview on it after that launch on PC, whatever, a while back.
But the one you've been waiting for, Demonschool, coming everywhere November 19th. A new style tactics RPG where motion equals action. Defeat big weirdos in between the human and demon worlds as Faye and her misfit companions while navigating university life on a mysterious island.
What's going on in this video? Because we went from gameplay to some really fucked up shit.
You're hyped for this one, right, Bless?
Hyped, I think, might be putting it too much. I am looking forward to it as somebody who loves Persona, because this game is very much speaking to people who love Persona, specifically the earlier, like Persona 1, Persona 2. It's that kind of thing, right? You're going to school, you have a party of, I guess, high schoolers that are here fighting demons and shit, but the battle system is grid-based, and I'm typically not a grid-based person except for some exceptions like Live Alive or something like that. I know Barrett is really looking forward to this.
Yeah, Barrett's been all about talking about it.
Yeah, but this looks cool. Like if you're somebody who's looking for, I guess, more school-based demon RPGs, this is 1000% something for you and something you should look forward to.
If you like demons, if you like school, do I have the game for you?
Basically, if you like Persona.
Moonlighter 2, The Endless Vault, coming to early access PC November 19th.
Finally.
Live the double life of a fearless adventurer and a crafty merchant. Dive into vibrant dimensions, brimming with shiny loot and pesky enemies. Grow your shop, tinker with weapons and gadgets, as well as make your mark among a ragtag group. Community of castaways.
Cannot fucking wait, Tim. Everybody knows what a fan of Moonlighter 1 I was, how long I've been waiting for this. I know there's been playtests and all sorts of stuff, and Andy said nothing but nice things from what he's played of it. I've stayed out. I'm like, I want as full a game as I can possibly get. And so even though this is early access, I will be here ready to fucking go. I think it looks so incredible. Everything I've heard from people playing it sounds like they're just expanding on what I love so much about Moonlighter 1, which if you haven't played, go pick up. And it sounds like it's really a step up on basically all fronts for this game.
Then we have Kirby Air Riders coming to Switch 2 on November 20th. This weekend, I watched the Sakurai second hour-long Nintendo Direct because I wasn't able to watch it last week. And the joy that it brought me, Bless. Yeah. There's nothing I love more than Sakurai just nerding the hell out about video games. And this is a weird one because it's like we're so used to watching him do dissertations on the history of characters from other games coming to Smash Brothers and, like, you know, teaching us about SNK, teaching us about stuff. But when he's just getting into his Duffy about his own bullshit, there's nothing quite like it because it's like the hype and care that he has for things that I don't care about.
You don't care about top-down mode?
I'm just going to be honest. I don't, but I love that he does. And it's the funniest thing where it's like I legitimately respect the hell out of the vision of this game. I love that we're getting something, a commitment to weird, a commitment to I'm making the game the way I want to make this game. You can like it, you can not like it. I simply don't care, right? That's very, very cool. And one of my least favorite things about Sakurai directed games is the insistence on everything in the kitchen sink. Like more modes, more things to do, more things to collect, more stickers, more trophies. Like I do think that gets in the way of so much, but at the end of the day, it's also kind of awesome because there's so much that you're going to have fun. And I can't wait to play this game. And I also really think it's cool that this first 6 months of the Nintendo Switch 2, like, we're getting a weird Nintendo, man. Like, we're getting a Kirby Air Riders, and it is an everything in the kitchen sink. Like, you talk about remakes and sequels and everything. This is all of it.
Have you turned around at all on the price point for this game after seeing that last Direct?
No, I still think it's egregious. But I also think that they're putting their money where their mouth is in the sense of, hey, they're committing to this vision and they believe in it.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know that I do, but I believe in them doing it. You get what I'm saying? I am very interested in how this game is going to hit, but real talk, can't wait to play it. I haven't played it yet. Y'all get to play it.
You haven't played it?
No. Because it was only at PAX.
Oh, man. Yeah. No, I mean, I can't wait for you to experience this to see what you feel about the full thing. Because, like, even playing it at PAX, that demo that we did was confined to the things that we already knew about. And I didn't watch the full direct, but I read a lot of the things that came out of it. It seems like this game is getting bigger and bigger by the moment, as far as like Sakurai saying, oh, it has this, oh, and there's story, oh, and it's top down, oh, and there's this, and like, you know, kind of is the everything in the kitchen thing, that the sink thing that you're talking about. I'm just fascinated by the fact that it's that for Kirby Air Riders. Because I look at Nintendo's catalog of games, and there are so many other games that I would go, this deserves an everything in the kitchen sink approach to it. But Kirby Air Riders is the one.
It's because of the man and team behind it, right?
Yeah.
And I do think this is clearly a passion project that I hope is good. I hope hits. But we know he's going to be on the next Smash. Like, we know he's going to be back into the Smash dungeons. Hey, those are great dungeons, right? Like, I want to see that. But I'm more than anything so excited that there's a full-on story mode. Like, to me, it's like that's the bread and butter. There's a million modes around it that I'm probably not going to play for more than 5 minutes, but give me a good story, and that's really all I need to chalk this one up as a win for me.
Yeah. Do you think this is going to sell?
I mean, I think it's going to sell enough. Like, I think it's going to sell, what, 2 million?
See, I was going to say 5 million.
I mean, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Well, because we're talking about Nintendo. Okay, we're talking about, has Nintendo ever, again, I know we're talking about Sakurai, right? But they're putting so much into this game, even from just the marketing perspective. This has had 2 directs, two full-length direct. I know that's Sakurai.
It's Sakurai. It's not Nintendo.
But that still goes into, like, how much they're pushing this game. And I, like, for as big as this game is, as Nintendo, I feel like they rarely do that much for something that's going to sell less than 5 million. And, like, it's a weird one because Kirby, like, what do we usually expect out of a Kirby? How much did the Kirby in the Forgotten Land do? At this point, I'm looking at this game as at least comparable.
Selling Kirby.
Oh, is it? Mm-hmm. Do we know, like, where?
I forgot what it was. 5, 6, I think.
I think this is going to do probably as well as Kirby in the Forgotten Land.
I mean, it is Switch 2 exclusive. A lot less Switch 2s out in the wild. But it's a new Nintendo game. Yeah, it's going to be very interesting, but I think it's going to be a success. The bigger question for me is critically, where is this thing going to hit? Like, is it going to be seen as a great game? And I think it could. I really, if they nail the story mode, I think they got something here. Stalker 2, Heart of Chernobyl, coming to PS5 on November 20th. Terrifier, the ARTcade game.
I need to learn more about this.
Terrifier?
For specifically the game, because Terrifier that's like a horror movie.
Yeah, it's a horror movie thing.
Yeah,
intense horror movie.
Have we talked about this? I'm actually getting deja vu as I'm pulling this up. The ARTcade. I'm on the Steam page. Terrifier, the ARTcade game, a bloody retro fighting beat 'em up with frenetic action and a lot of fun, and references to the Terrifier franchise.
That's what I want. I want references to the Terrifier. Oh, he's playing on Switch. What? That's terrifying in itself.
Chad, has this game come out before? Yeah, Mad Exposure says, bless me, we talked about this on KHD last year. Yeah, I'm getting intense deja vu from this.
Interesting. Right. Constance coming to PC on November 24th. It's a 2D hand-drawn action-adventure featuring a paintbrush-wielding artist striving to escape from a colorful but decaying inner world created by her declining mental health. This game's awesome as well. This is another one Andy put me on to, played the demo of. It's just a super freaking motion-based Metroidvania, very Prince of Persia Lost Crown, very Ori, Will of the Wisps, mixed with a little bit of that Celeste platforming going on. But yeah, this one looks great.
Oh, and you get to paint a little. I love painting.
Like chicory.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Then Pools coming on PS5 and PSVR 2 November 25th.
There you go. So you can't get away from it.
Yeah, exactly.
Front of the month back.
Double release. Terminator 2D No Fate. Let's freaking go. November 26th. A little bit delayed from its Halloween original release date, but that's fine. Experience the thrill of Terminator 2 Judgment Day with arcade action and pixel perfect graphics in this unique story blending iconic scenes from the movie with original scenarios and multiple endings. Humanity's fate is yours.
I cannot wait. As a Terminator fan, as somebody who was obsessed with Terminator 1 and Terminator 2 as a kid with his dumb friends running around with our banana seat bicycle pretending it was a motorcycle, the fact that this is like such a glorious throwback to when I remember playing Terminator on the Sega Genesis and being in Tech Noir. Terminator 2, you've heard me complain about on Game Boy being the hardest game I ever played as a kid. Like, I'm so excited for this. And multiple endings, like seeing what the fuck's going on. Yeah, let's go.
I can't wait. This looks so damn cool. Final release of November 27th, Bobble Sugar Dungeons coming to PS5, Switch, and PC. Adventure again and again, get stronger. The first step up Bobble in the series. Go on an adventure through strange dungeons that change every time you step inside. Okay, what's a step up? And I'm interested in this. I freaking love
movies. The first one starred Channing Tatum.
There we go. I love Bobble. Me and Kev would play this for hours on the Nintendo. But what's going on here?
Here you go, Bobble stepping up.
This is
looking like
what
some
Bobble usually is, right? Is it?
Looking like some fucking
leapfrog
pack-in game.
Yeah, I'm good.
Kevin, you gonna play this when you're back? You back, Kevin? Another big Bobble adventure ready for all the fans to jump back in.
Stepping down from this one, not up. We got some super chats, though, that I want to get to before we end the show today. Adrian writes in and says, Tim looks like a hipster 2025 Indiana Jones. I'll take it. Mellow Fellow says, shout out to a game that was released recently, Slots and Daggers. Really cool presentation. Slots RPG roguelike. Kyle backs that saying, bump in a shout out for Slots and Daggers. $5 on Steam.
What?
This is what I'll say. Roguelikes have evolved into being probably one of my favorite genres at this point. We gotta stop. We gotta slow down. We're getting too many. I know, like a couple years ago, I made a video essay where I was like, "Yo, everything could be a roguelike." You know,
you did this.
You can make anything a roguelike, but you gotta stop. We gotta slow down a little bit.
The Once and Future Jake says, bless a rec for Tactical 2026. Try Marvel's Midnight Suns. It's like a mix of XCOM, BioWare relationship building, and your new love for card games.
A rec. I heard erect, and I was like, wait, what are we doing? I tried out Midnight Suns a few months ago. Didn't get super into it, but maybe, I don't know. We'll see.
No, you were right. You were right.
Yeah. Well, 2026, we're getting tactical. I don't know if you guys heard the KFGD.
I did not know.
Yeah, no, 2026 is the year of playing tactical games.
Have you been playing the tactical game?
Which one?
Final Fantasy Tactics. Ivalice.
I'm saving it for 2026.
Oh, okay. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
We're going to play that. We're going to play Fire Emblem. It's going to be a great time.
I played like an hour and a half of it. And I'm just like, man.
I did play
what a game.
I played 30 minutes on an airplane, and I was like, I could get into this actually. This seems like something I could get into.
The VO goes such a long way. James Peter says, on a serious note, thanks for doing what you do. It's been tough at work lately with a bunch of new changes, and my mom recently was diagnosed with cancer. You have all been a bright spot. I'm so sorry to hear that, James, but thank you so much. And we try. You know, we're here every day.
Happy to be here for you.
Entertaining.
Thanks for being here for us.
Were you guys both on the previous, I guess, September games that are coming out episode?
I think so.
Yes.
Did you guys talk about Recreation? I forget when this got its release date. I think this is earlier in the month, so you might have missed it. I'll send a thing to Kevin. This is one that's coming from Three Fields Entertainment. It's the same dev that made like Dangerous Driving and Dangerous Golf and all those games. It's their new take on Burnout, and it's like Burnout if you mash that up with Hot Wheels Unleashed, where they have like loop-de-loops and a bunch of crazy tracks and shit. This game comes out before the end of the month.
Kevin, I'm dropping a trailer for you in assets. You keep talking.
There you go. But I'm super looking forward to this. It comes out, I think tomorrow actually. Now I look at the calendar. So one to look out for.
Samson L says, hi gang, could you please repeat the game name before transition? Sometimes I miss the intro but get interested later. Love the series.
No. Fucking rewind a second. Jesus. You know what I mean?
Glad you said it because I was going
to. Do you want me to come into the fucking bathroom and wipe your ass like I do Ben's as well? Fuck off.
Oh my God.
I mean, he's not wrong. He's saying what I'm thinking.
I love you. I'm kidding around.
Oh
Here's
my
recreation.
God. Yeah, this does look really cool.
Players will create, race, and wreck on 155 square miles of sandbox, alone or with friends in co-op. Explore the open world with over 50 cars to choose from, and the ability to build highways, design loops, ramps, jumps, and more.
Comes out tomorrow. I will say, Dangerous Driving 1, that came out in like 2019, somewhere around there. And like, I'm a big Burnout 3 person, right? Burnout 3 is one of my favorite racing games, if not my favorite racing game. I was real let down by Dangerous Driving 1, just because like you could tell they didn't have like the budget to go all in the way you want. And so I look at this trailer and I'm like, this looks fucking awesome. Is it going to come together in the final product? No idea. Like, I don't know where they're at as far as how much they're able to put in production-wise into their games, but I love the swings that they make.
And then we have two more super chats. And
that was Recreation, by the way.
Yang Fam has a quick one for you. Bless. Place to eat in Seattle.
Places to eat in Seattle. If you're looking for a breakfast spot, Biscuit Bitch. That's the name of the place. They have great biscuits. And they call you bitch when you're there. There's also Bai Tong is a place that I like. That place had, well, here's the thing. that was like the spot for me and my friend group because they had excellent old fashions. I've been told since that maybe they've stepped down, like maybe it's not on point anymore.
Not
but
spit the old fashioned.
I'll still shout out Baitong.
And then Apollo Talo has the final super chat of the day saying, with all these games still coming out this year, are y'all planning on doing a spoiler cast for Outer Worlds 2? Greg, do you have interest in that?
Yeah, I don't think it'll happen. I don't think we'll end up doing a spoiler cast. I feel like I'm still playing the Outer Worlds 2 after review embargo and kicking around and seeing what's going on with my character because I'm so into it. But I don't know if there's going to be interest from Bless and if Andy's ever even going to start it or if people are going to go on the rest of the way to do it, to jump in. And I'm not, as I talked about on the thing itself, I love the journey, but I'm not having the journey that I would have similar to Starfield, where I would do a one-man, here's what this happened that led to this, that did this. I'd want to know, well, did you do that? Did you do this? Blah, but I don't know. I don't think there's enough unified energy to make it happen.
And then Nick the Mage squeezed in one last super chat saying, don't sleep on Titans of the Tide. Played the Next Fest demo and it rocks.
I played that demo too. That's the one where it's kind of like a Telltale game, except you're following the footsteps of another player that like did all the things before you, and like you can kind of see their ghosts do their thing as they're going through it. Art style, I wasn't the biggest fan of. Like it reminded me a little bit of like watercolored 3D models, something like a Dishonored type thing. But there's something about the way it comes together here that I didn't really love looking at, and also just a lot going on as far as like what they're doing with the follow the path of the person that came before you. Where I think the concept is cool. I don't know if the narrative, like the core story, is going to come together because it is such a messy kind of way to go about it. But the idea is super novel, and so if you're interested in the idea, definitely check out the demo. That is Titans of the Tide.
Titans of the Tide, everyone, check it out.
I lied. Titans of the Tide is the SpongeBob one.
Nope.
What was the one I was thinking of, chat?
Tides of Tomorrow.
Tides of Tomorrow. In the other room.
That's so funny. Hey, we're about to do a Power Wash Simulator 2 stream. It's going to be Joey. It's going to be Nick. It's going to be a good time.
I do remember this.
Go check that out.
Okay.
That's every game that's coming out in November. Of course, we'll be back next month doing this for December. Until next time, I love you all. Goodbye.
Nope, that's the SpongeBob one.